Hey guys, Mrs. Miller here. Today we are working on Lesson 28 problem set. This will help you with your Lesson 28 homework assignment in your brain bag. We're switching gears a little bit this time because while we are still going to be using perimeter, we're also adding an area. So these problems are going to be asking about area and perimeter. So it's going to be important that we do not confuse the two or get them mixed up at all. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll look at number 1. Gia measures her rectangular garden and finds the width is 9 yards and the length is 7 yards. So Gia's garden is a rectangle. It is 9 yards wide and 7 yards long. So we need to estimate to draw Gia's garden and label the side lengths. So, it is 9 yards wide and 7 yards long. Okay. Part B of this question asks, what is the area? Now, it's been a while since we've worked with area, but if we think back to everything that we have talked about, area is when we multiply the two side lengths that touch to make a corner. Because area will then tell us how much space the shape or the figure covers. So, let's go back. Let me get my color again. The area of Gia's garden would then be 7 times 9, which is 63 yards squared. Because when we work with area, we're talking about square units. So we have to either put that little 2 up there, or you can also write square yards like that. That's fine as well. What is the perimeter of Gia's garden? So part C is asking what the perimeter is. Well, let's use what we know about rectangles. If the bottom or the width is 9 yards across the bottom, it's also going to be 9 yards across the top, and the right side is also going to be 7 yards long. So I can add 9 plus 9 to get 18, and 7 plus 7 is 14. Now I just add 18 plus 14, and I come up with 32 yards. So the perimeter of Gia's garden is 32 yards. I do not need to put the square in there because that's only for area. Perimeter is the distance around the outside of the figure, so we don't need the square. 32 yards. All right, let's look at number 2. Elijah draws a square that has a side length of 8 centimeters. So it's a square, and the side lengths are 8 centimeters. So we need to estimate to draw Elijah's square and label the side lengths. Okay, there's a square, and let's label the side lengths. Each side is 8 centimeters. Okay. Part B. What is the area of Elijah's square? Remembering again, area is when we multiply two side lengths that touch to make a corner. Even though we already have the other side lengths labeled, we don't need to use them to calculate the area. We're only using the two sides that touch to make a corner. So we're going to multiply them. 8 times 8 is 64 square centimeters. So the area of Elijah's square is 64 square centimeters. Part C asks us what the perimeter is. So if I look up at the square that I drew in part A, I see that I have each side that measures 8 centimeters. So I can add 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 to get my answer, which would be 16, and this is 16. 16 plus 16 is 32 centimeters. Or, since all of these side lengths are equal, I can use multiplication to help me. And I will see that I end up with the same answer. Each side is 8 centimeters. There are 4 sides, so 8 times 4 is 32 centimeters. So the perimeter of Elijah's square is 32 centimeters. All right, let's come up. This question actually has a part D. So let's take a look. Elijah connects 3 of these squares to make one long rectangle. What is the perimeter of this rectangle? So he connects 3 of these squares together, and we need to find the perimeter. So trying to do the best I can there. All right, so he's got 3 of his squares together. And we remember from part A that each side of the square was 8 centimeters. So I'm going to go ahead and label all of these 8s. Now all I have to do is add them together to find the total perimeter, or I can again use multiplication because they are all the exact same length. So I'm going to multiply for this one. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sides that we need to multiply, and each side is 8 centimeters. So 8 times 8 is 64 centimeters. Now remember, we don't need to worry about these inside side lengths because perimeter is only the distance around the outside. So we don't need to worry about those 2 in the middle. All right, let's scoot up and go to number 3. Okay, the area of Mason's rectangular painting is 72 square inches. The width of the painting is 8 inches. So they're telling us the area. It is 72 square inches. We know the painting is 8 inches wide. So let's estimate to draw the painting and label the side lengths. It is 8 inches wide, and we know the area is 72 square inches. Part B asks, what is the length of the painting? Well, we know to find area, we multiply 2 side lengths that touch to make a corner, just like that. So we can use the opposite of multiplication to help us find that missing side length. So the opposite of multiplication would be division. When we divide, we start with our biggest number. So we're going to start with the area. The area is 72 square inches, and we're going to divide it by 8 because that is the side length that we know. And then the number that we get, our quotient here, is going to tell us the length of the painting. 72 divided by 8 is 9. So the length of the painting is 9 inches. So I can go ahead and come up here, and I'll label that. If you didn't know 72 divided by 8 in your head, you can always go through and you can draw 8 circles and then put 1 dot in each circle until you get to 72, and then the number of dots that are in each circle will tell you your answer, which will be 9 inches. Okay? The perimeter of Mason's painting is what we need to find next. So what is the perimeter? Well, if the top length is 9 inches. That means the bottom length is also going to be 9 inches. And then the right side width is going to be 8 inches. So we add 8 plus 8 to get 16, and 9 plus 9 to get 18. 16 plus 18 is 34. So the perimeter of Mason's painting is 34 inches. All right, Mason's mom hangs the painting on a wall that already has 2 of Mason's other paintings. The areas of the other paintings are 64 square inches and 81 square inches. What is the total area of the wall that is covered with Mason's paintings? So we know from part A that the area of the painting he just did was 72 square inches. And he now has 2 other paintings that are already hanging there with an area of 64 square inches and 81 square inches. So all I have to do is add those together to find the total area of the wall covered by his paintings. 2 plus 4 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 7 plus 6 is 13, plus 8 more is 21. So 217 square inches of the wall is covered by Mason's paintings. Couple more questions here. The perimeter of Jillian's rectangular bedroom is 34 feet. The length of her bedroom is 9 feet. So they told us, first off, what the perimeter was. It is 34 feet. We also know the length is 9 feet. So let's estimate to draw Jillian's bedroom and label the side lengths. So it's a rectangle. I know the perimeter is 34 feet. And I know the length is 9 feet. What is the width of Jillian's bedroom? So now we're going to have to do some math. If I look at my model, the bottom length is 9 feet, which means the top length is also going to be 9 feet. I need to find out the width of this bedroom. So to do that, I need to add 9 plus 9, which is 18. So 18 feet are already there. The perimeter is 34 feet. So in order to find out how many feet I have left to divide between the 2 widths, I need to do 34 minus 18. I'm going to have to regroup. 14 minus 8 is 6. 2 minus 1 is 1. So the distance around this total rectangular bedroom is 34 feet. We already have 9 feet covered between the 2 lengths. That means there are 16 feet left over for the widths. So what we need to do now is split that 16 in half so that we can tell exactly how wide each side of this bedroom is. So 16 divided by 2 is 8. So the width of each side is 8 feet. I'll put my units of measurement in there. Now that I have the width labeled, I can go ahead and find the area of Jillian's bedroom. So I'm going to switch gears a little bit. Area uses multiplication. We are going to multiply 2 side lengths that touch to make a corner. So here we're going to multiply 8 times 9, which equals 72 square feet. the area of Jillian's bedroom is 72 square feet. All right, one more part to our problem set here. Jillian has a 4-foot by 6-foot rug in her room. What is the area of the floor that is not covered by the rug? So I'm going to move this up just a little bit so I have more space. Well, if we remember Jillian's bedroom, it was 8 feet by 9 feet. And she's got a 4-foot by 6-foot rug. So these are the dimensions of the rug, 4 feet by 6 feet. We need to find the area of the floor not covered by the rug. So that would be all of this. This is what we're looking to find because this is the rug. So in order to do that, we need to first find the area that is covered by the rug. So I'm going to multiply 4 by 6. 4 times 6 is 24 square feet. And if I'm remembering up from part C, the area of the whole rug was 8 times 9, which is 72 square feet. So in order to find the area that is not covered by the rug, all I need to do is subtract 24 from 72. So I need to regroup. 12 minus 4 is 8. 6 minus 2 is 4. So there are 48 square feet that are not covered by the rug. 48 square feet not covered. All right, guys, I hope this really helped you out. It is a little bit more difficult when we throw area and perimeter in there together. So if you need any sort of help, just go ahead and let me know. I am here to help. I'll do whatever I can. I want to make sure you understand this. Good luck to you, and thanks for working hard.